Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go now. 18 Gator. 54. 54. 65. 65. 65. 80 weapon. Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. Sexton. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Eason. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You better be afraid of me. Get it.
On first down, Eason. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Eason. Got a man, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, lock it. Here I come again. 25. Check 25.
They'll try the left side. Sexton. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. We ain't giving them nothing today. Now.
On 3rd down, Sexton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
We go. 15-9. 15-9. Hey, Sam on. Slant. Out. Rock it. Hey. High 7. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Look at me. Go.
On first down, it's McBride. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bravo.
49-yard line.
Second and 5. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Get it.
From the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Touchdown, defense. Alert 3, alert. Leo. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is where that came from.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132.
On 2nd down now, it's McBride. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Going left side here, and it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Look, squeeze. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, Eason. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
They'll
run on 1st down. Sexton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 2nd and 3. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Off play action. Eason. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Lions.
On first down, McBride nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Second and 9 now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first and 10, Eason. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run on first down with Jackson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Bang, 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 bang.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Spot. Go, go. No, no, no.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Brown, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw on second down. Eason. It's caught here by Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Don't get nervous. Buzz.
2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Good one to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sexton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Recon. 132 final. Back. Kill.
Throwing on first down. Eason. It's complete to Brown, right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Second and 9 at the 29-yard line.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
General West. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Sexton. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, back up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings.
They'll look to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 3rd down, Sanford. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's got it. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Oh, they get to the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points.
Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, man.
Greystone, travel.
Watch out.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Sexton up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On first down, Eason. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Here we go.
Hey, box truck.
Four down. Check. Four down.
Five.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Taking a deep shot. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set. Check right 54. Right 54. Rip right, rip right. Ready?
Back to throw. Forced out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Below Nichols in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go. 54 is much. Go.
On 4th down, Eason. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's McBride. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.